But what I'm finding really interesting about your target audience for this is that it's very psychographic. It's not, this is a book
Yeah.
for entrepreneurs, or this is a book for, aging parents, or this is a book for people in Michigan. But it's like, no, this is a book for people who see a problem and want to find a way to change the problem.
Yes, absolutely. Who are uh you know, almost like have a little bit of that like audacity to be like,
Mm.
I think that it, like, this might not work, but I'm willing to try, right? Like I'm willing to like give it a shot, right? Um and I think that is actually like really essential. I mean, just from the world of business, like sometimes you just got to try something and be like, I hope it works, but like who knows? Like I won't know until I do it. And I think that a lot of times when I would hear people say to me, like, especially when I was doing roller derby, people would be like, "Oh, that's so cool. Like, it seems so fun. I could never do it." And I get that, like, legitimately there are reasons that some people would not be able to do like roller derby, like who like wouldn't actually be able to like physically do it, or they like truly don't have the time, or they don't have the resources or whatever. But
Well,
like
no,
I feel like what
I came to your roller derby matches and I looked at my then boyfriend and I was like, I have done too much physical therapy on my ankles to even attempt to do. I can't even roller skate in a straight line, and like I would just destroy my ankles. But I was so impressed that you did it.
total right. And so like that's a perfect example. Like I get like there are legitimate reasons why roller derby would not be the thing for everyone. Um, but a lot of times like this would be coming from people where I'm like, yeah, but you could though. Like, and I like almost like what I felt like I was hearing them say was like, I don't believe I can, or like I don't believe that like I can do it like perfectly or like really really well, so therefore like I'm not even going to try it as like a fun just like leisure activity. Like I was never good. I think I even say in the book like I was never like truly good. I was not on the A level team. I was nowhere close to it, like, and that is not self-deprecating. Like that is just legit. Um, but I'm really glad that I did it because it was so much fun. And like I learned a lot. It was like challenging in a really good way. I like learned a lot about myself and what I'm capable of. I met great friends that I'm like still friends with to this day. Like there was so much more to it than like, oh, I went and I got really freaking good and like we won a championship or something. Like it never happened. And I think that sometimes it can be really hard for people to be like, to sit with the like, I might like go after this thing and it will never actually like work or be great or whatever, but I'm willing to give it a shot.
And like, I will not become the best at this, therefore I will not try. Like there's a very
Yes.
strong I mean, like, neuroscientifically, there's a very strong aversion to making changes, but especially the fear of failure will often prompt you to not even try anything. And that's why, like, it's so important for us as entrepreneurs and as people to embrace a beginner mentality on things, I mean, like, I mean, I have an 8-year-old. Just so crazy that he's 8, right?
I
Um,
know. What?
Wait, does that mean your kid's 18 then? Oh my God. I
Yes.
can't. I can't. Okay, we're going to talk about this afterwards. Because they're both like, they have this. Guys, my son's due date was her son's birthday. So we like, anyway, so he's 8 and we just put him into martial arts and he's like below white belt level. Like he is as
Yeah.
beginner as you can be. And he walks out of class and he's like, I didn't get it. And we're like, no, of course you didn't, buddy. Like, how could you know if you don't know? But
Right.
even so young, there's this feeling of like, if I don't get it right the first time, then I'm failing versus every time you get better, every time you get better. And like, just like me, he also has ADHD. So our big thing is like, but you paid attention, right? Like you were able to focus. And when you tuned out, you were able to tune yourself back in. And that's just as important. The trying is more important to us than, oh, I got all the, moves correct. And I said that I can count to 10 in Japanese. Like, I don't care about any of that. And I feel like we tell our kids that, but then we hit a point as adults, as, grown-ups in society, where we feel like we have had to figure everything out and success should be inevitable. Otherwise, why bother?